please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Well, yesterday's video tanked, didn't it now? I'm not convinced anymore it's about learning lessons, as I'm not entirely sure what lesson could be learned on my end when it comes to highlighting streamers taking advantage of men. But okay, let's carry on. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at a TikToker dubbed the Stupid Gym Lady. On TikTok, or ShitTok, or that platform no one should be using, she's called Jennifer R. Picone, a frequenter of the gymnasium, where she likes to do the one thing I'm not overly fond of, record herself, which means if you're getting in the way of that set, she needs to record and post to social media for clout, not because improvements. She's going to get shirty with you. My view has always remained the same when it comes to going to the gym and how one behaves at the gym. I don't generally take too much of an issue with someone taking a selfie, but if you're going to do that, make sure no one's in the frame first. Respect the personal space of everyone around you. If you need someone to record something you're doing so that you can see how your form is, I fully understand that as well, provided you've spoken to the people that work there first, and perhaps anyone nearby is okay with you doing it. Otherwise, the only time you should be looking at your phone is in between sets because you're too much of a casual to learn how to focus your mind. Yes, I'm going to judge people who go on their phone after finishing a set, rather than thinking about what they did, how they did it, if they can do better, and then getting on with the next set, because they took far too much of a gap in between sets. When you're doing a chest press on 30, I promise you, you don't take 10 minutes between sets. And 30 pounds, not kilos. What I want to do is use Jennifer as a demonstration of how shitty gym culture exists. That way, you can see how some people with their levels of entitlement behave in the public space, and how they should behave in the public space. Spoiler, they shouldn't behave the way she behaves. No one should. The fact anyone considers it, or even gives it more than a molecule of thought that that is an okay way to behave, yet you're part of the problem. A problem that is unlikely to go anywhere for as long as you continue to exist the way you do. So I'm sure all 5 of you are wondering, what is the issue with what you're seeing so far? It's the person in the background that's the problem, apparently, who you may have noticed was putting her weights back. If you somehow wander into frame of somebody recording something, who's at fault really? The answer should be the person recording in the first place, but not according to Jennifer, the smegma-brained jackass who thinks that she is the boss bish.
Wait, why are you standing there? Because you're annoying. You're annoying. I'm on purpose. Are you going with this? Yes.
The level of entitlement in this, to me, is astonishing, especially for somebody who only has 1,900 followers on TikTok. It is not a flex to think of this as your occupation. You don't get the views to justify it either. In fact, the only views you've received came because somebody else noticed these videos, or because you've casually name-dropped celebrities in the odd video here or there. This may be to you your job, occupation, you working out, blah blah blah. Really, what are you? A nobody on TikTok. But let's continue to the second video, because there's more to this.
Just a quick update from this video from the other day, where this content creator gets upset with that woman for simply standing in the background of her video to the point where she calls her annoying. Now, was she accountable, realizing that what she did was wrong? You don't act like that when filming in the gym, and you definitely don't treat people that way. Of course not. Instead, she posted a video doubling down.
That video is where we're going next, because I have that downloaded. Sometimes it's always nice to get from what is dubbed the horse's mouth their side of events and how they interpret what has transpired. My view will remain somewhat consistent on this. If you need to record gym stuff, do it at home, in your own gym, because there's no real reason for you to do it anyway, unless you're doing it to improve upon yourself. And even then, it's got to be isolated and you need permission. But for the most part, I'd say no, as I find it to be quite irritating. It has happened a few times at the gym I go to, but it's always focused on the person, on the apparatus they're using, right? In the presence of somebody who works there. Normally, so that person can then look back and see how they did from two different angles. One from the camera and the other from the person spotting. I can understand that as a context to improvement. It's not on anyone else, it's only on the torso of the person helping them, spotting them, or it's the person doing or the person doing the lift as well. No one else is in frame. This is a very big public space, and you're being a bish. So let's see how much more of a bish you can be when you double down.
I just got to the gym, the same gym that you fools tried to get my membership canceled from, but luckily for me that didn't happen. Do you know that I've been coming here for 17 years, consistently?
While I don't believe you should be banned from going to a gym you've gone to consistently for 17 years, I do think you need to take into consideration that others go to that gym as well, and that does not mean just because you've been going there for 17 years consistently, you should be given, or are given, preferential or treatment above that of the privacy and safety of others. Many don't share this belief and think you should have your membership revoked, because you promote bad gym etiquette. The condescension is palpable if anyone hadn't noticed.
Never put my membership on hold, never canceled my membership, restarted it. I've been working out here almost every day for the last 17 years. I'm sure many of you haven't even ever seen the inside of a gym, let alone maintained a fitness journey for that long.
I'm glad to see we deal in assumptions, because I have a few about you, none of which could be monetized on this platform. But the word prostitute did pop into my head. I'm not entirely sure why. Cheap, too. For the sake of it, so I can have a valid reason to criticize you, I go to the gym every single day, and have done for many years. Why? Because I like going. You and I don't go for the same reason though. I go because I want to. You go because content creator. I'm sure at a point you went because journey, fitness, health. Now though, clout. I guess you need to look your best when you're walking the streets.
Which is a shame, because if you focus more on your own health and wellness than spewing hate on the internet, you'd be in a much better place.
It's always nice to deal in assumptions, because then we can make stuff up to make our lives easier. Responsibility then goes out the window.
But that's why you're here. That's why you're on my page. That's why you found me, so that I could help you get a life. I could help you live the fit life. So not only do you have my workout videos to motivate you, but I'm also offering free fitness tips, tricks to keep you motivated, advice on supplements, nutrition, sneakers, anything related to fitness.
I am so glad you didn't finish this by offering cameos and OnlyFans, although I would not have been surprised at the same time. For the sake of it, when it comes to asking for advice, I don't generally get it from social media. I ask the people at the gym I go to, or people who go to the gym I go to. I find it a better use of my time, and I would argue more informative. Yours are, and I've noticed this with a lot of your videos, very similar exercises on repeat. Lots of hip thrusts. I wonder why. Now, there is another update to this, and that is where we're going to go next, because this story takes time to unravel, and we do like a jolly good story, don't we? And no, Dumbledore doesn't die at the end of this.
This message is for Joey Swoll, so if you're not Joey Swoll, keep scrolling. Hey, what's up? I just saw that you made 2 follow-up videos to the video that you made while you were on vacation, where people kept tagging you in my video. I am sorry that your trip got interrupted. I've always wanted to go to Greece. It's on my bucket list, so I hope you had a nice time. But I just can't help but feel like you're a puppet on a string, where these people tag you and you come running and make a video.
Joey Swoll's criticisms of Juniper in this centered around the fact that the etiquette and the entitlement, the rudeness, were a bit too much. His mantra is to be better. You must be better. You have to try to be better. To act the way that you, Jennifer, have acted is a damning statement for the kind of person you really are. And the kind of person you really are is an asshole. A lot of things come out of it, 99.9% of it, crap. There's nothing wrong with being a content creator. Hi. There really isn't. And the type of content you produce, I'm sure, is useful to some people. To me, it looks like a weak tea diary entry, because you don't say a whole lot in your videos unless you're being called out. So what do you actually do? The same several exercises over and over again. You are really imaginative.
Basically saying the same thing they're saying, not reaching out, not getting another opinion, but instead unleashing this entire army now who is trying to ruin my life, I guess. I don't know what their purpose is or what they're trying to do, but my membership did get canceled. I guess the manager felt like it was just too much to even deal with and thought he was doing the right thing and just got rid of the problem instead of, letting me stay there.
As is well established, this is entirely Joey Swoll's fault. My view when people make mistakes has always been the same. I do not care how big your channel, your page, your presence on social media, small included. If you make a mistake, you should be held accountable for it. He directly called you out. It is not his responsibility to police other people telling you the same. And you did not listen to them when you had the chance. That wasn't the first video of you being an arsehole on camera, by the way. You had others, and you had them pinned at a point, of you complaining about gym etiquette, or letting others get away with it because they complimented you. Yes, I saw that one. Joey called you out directly, and yes, Joey has a big audience. But Joey called you out. Take the L that comes with it, and learn to be better. Now, you did put out one more video on this, and I think it right we go to that one next, before we finish.
I guess me saying that I'm thankful that my membership isn't canceled is now the reason that it is canceled. I probably shouldn't have said anything, but my point was that I'm glad that it wasn't, so that's too bad. But when one door closes, another door opens. It's not like I'm going to stop working out. It's not like I'm going to stop my fitness journey. It's not like I'm going to stop my life.
Yay! Because you were doing so well beforehand. Spoken, I know, with no level of irony. But at least I haven't made it my life to intentionally go out of my way to piss off my own audience. And others within a community I inhabit. The same cannot be said here for Jennifer. The gym got rid of you because you were too much of a bother. They will have undoubtedly received a lot of negativity and criticism for them allowing you that level of free reign and power. If you take that to another gym, it will happen again. This would ordinarily be the part where I offer suggestions for jobs you might well be better suited to, but it turns out being a professional smegma brain has already been taken up by others. There are no vacancies available.
But why I'm still so unbothered is because I'm grateful for everything else that I do have. I'm married. I've been married 18 years to the same guy who adores me. We have no kids, and nowadays I think that's a blessing. A dog mom to two of the cutest freaking bulldogs you would ever want to see.
Oh, there are so many nasty things I could say here, but I'm not going to, because it's not my place to. I don't care who you are, away from your content. I don't care that you're married. I don't care if you have no children. I don't care about the dogs you have, although I'm sure they're adorable. I would like to thank your husband, though, for taking it upon himself the greatest burden on this planet, marrying you. The ultimate sacrifice, as it were. And you can pretend to be as grateful as you want. We know damn well it stung to high hell when that gym decided your money was not good enough. If you can be bothered to learn anything from this, the lesson should be, you are not better than anyone else, and you should not act as such.
I don't work. I get to stay at home with them all day, chill outside, go to the grocery store, make food. That's pretty much the highlight of my day. You all have seen my gym outfit and sneaker collection. I get my hair done whenever I want. I get a manicure, pedicure every 2 weeks. I drive a nice car, which I lease, which means that every 3 years I get to get a new car. I live in a nice house, in a nice neighborhood.
This is the weirdest set of flexes I've ever heard, because it's basically just Cope 101. I may have lost this, guys, but look at what I've got. Firstly, no one cares, and second, nothing is more impressive than my model painting Instagram. New picture uploaded more recently of Thunderbird 3. I want to get Thunderbird 2 now. I'm very excited. And I reckon I get more likes on my Thunderbird 3 model Instagram post than you did on this video. Go follow, guys. It's linked to the pinned comment. It's the only thing there. She goes on to finish this video by talking about the positivity she received. I can confirm it was marginal. Why was it marginal? Because people aren't on this silly cowbag side. Simple as that. She screwed up. Is there accountability? No. She just wants to sweep it to one side and carry on as if nothing happened. No one cares about your shoes. No one cares about your clothes. No one cares about your food, your manicures, your husband, your car. A lease even. No one cares. It's not relevant to what you did wrong, which is the big problem. Because in none of these videos do you ever take responsibility for being that person. Congratulations, you're a smeghead. Now, as we're at the end of the video, I'd love to know what you all think. Of course I would. Do drive up the engagement by telling me in the comments down below. I will be streaming later, more Euro Truck over on the Twitch. Hope to see you there. If not, have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for listening.